Hello everyone. In today's class we'll learn about collection of data. We'll also study about what is primary data and secondary data. Collection of data. The first step of statistical inquiry is to collect facts and figures relating to a particular survey, whether the inquiry is of business, economics or social science. So first of all, let us see what do you mean by data. Okay, so data is a collection of facts or information such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, etc. So what do you mean by collection of data? Collection of data is the process of gathering informations. Okay, you collect data from various sources. So who will collect these informations? Who does the inquiry? And why they will collect the information? We will study all this further. So here we come across some terms. So the first term we can see here is investigator. Who is the investigator? Investigator is the person who conducts the statistical inquiry. A person who conducts, who does that inquiry, who just asks the questions, okay, who wants to do an inquiry. That person is known as an investigator. And who is an enumerator? The person who collects the information for the investigator is called the enumerator. Now the whole statistical inquiry, it cannot be done by one person, right? So the investigator needs the help of certain people so that they can collect the information for the investigator. So those persons who are appointed to collect the informations are known as enumerators. Okay, or in simple words, those persons who help the investigator to collect the informations is called as enumerator. And he or she should be a trained and efficient statistician. Okay, enumerator, he should be well trained. If he is not trained properly, then he may collect the wrong data. So he or she should be a trained and an efficient statistician. Then we can see the word respondents, and it is also called as informants, are the persons from whom the information will be collected. Now suppose I need to conduct the inquiry and I need few persons so that I can ask them the questions and they reply me back. Okay, so now in that sense, the persons who are giving me the answers, who are providing me the data, who are replying me back are called the respondents. Now in statistical survey, the data are of two types. We have two types of data here. One is primary data and the other one is called secondary data. Now let us understand what do you mean by primary data and secondary data. So first we'll see what is primary data. So now what do you mean by primary? Primary means basic or first in time or the first stage. Okay, so what do you mean by primary data? It is the data which is collected for the first time directly from the field by the investigator is called primary data. So let me take an example here. Suppose if I want to collect data of how many vehicles are there in your locality. How will I collect the data? I will go to all the houses and all the shops and ask for the information of their vehicles. That is how many vehicles they have, right? So in this way I can collect data of vehicles. Okay, so they are original in nature because we are collecting the original data directly from the field. Okay, and you can see here the data is also called as first hand data. Okay, and the data are the raw materials of the inquiry. See, to manufacture any product you need some raw materials. For example, if you want to manufacture a mobile phone, what all raw materials you need? You need a chip and you need some plastic, you need some glass for the screen and you need camera, right? So all these things are called as raw materials. In the same way, data are the raw materials or the fresh materials for a statistical inquiry. Okay, and let us see some examples for primary data. See, census is the best example of primary data because here we are directly going to the field and asking questions to the people, and we collect the data. Okay. So you can see the example here. If an individual or an office collects the data to study a particular problem directly from the field, it will be a primary data. If the person, if he directly visits to the place and collects the data, then it is called as primary data. Next, let us see the methods of collection of primary data. So you have 5 methods for collecting primary data. You can use any of the methods. First one is direct personal observation. Second one is indirect oral interview. The third one is information through agencies. Fourth one is mailed questionnaire. Fifth one is schedules sent through enumerators. So I'll be explaining these in my next video. Okay. Next we'll go to the secondary data. What do you mean by secondary data? It is the data which has already been collected and analyzed by the enumerators. And secondary data is also called as second-hand data. So here what happens, an investigator will collect the data for his research work. Right? Suppose if he collected the data on the topic called demonetization, about which he wanted to do the research. Okay? But now on the other hand, you want to do research on the same topic, that is demonetization. So what you will do? You will take his data which is already collected. You may also collect some other informations from him for your research work. So here you are collecting the information from secondary source. Okay, hence it is called as secondary data. And it is also called as second-hand data. Okay, let us consider another example. Now in your day-to-day life also you will use this. Suppose if you want to buy a bike, and to buy a new bike, it is very expensive. You cannot afford for it. So what you will do? You will contact some people who can give you already used vehicle for less price, right? So here you are buying others' used vehicle. So this becomes second-hand vehicle, right? So in the same way, in statistics also, you are using somebody else's data which is already collected by them. Then it is called as secondary data. Okay. Next, coming to the sources of secondary data. So here you have published source and source. So let us see what is published source and unpublished source. Under published source you have 4 points. First one is official publications of international bodies such as IMF, IBRD, UNO, etc. So now what do you mean by IMF? IMF is International Monetary Fund and IBRD is International Bank of Rural Development and UNO is United Nations Organization. Okay, so you have some publications of these IMF and IBRD and UNO. So if you want to do research relating to United Nations or relating to a Bank of Rural Development, you can use the data which is already published in their book. You can use those informations which is already in the book. Okay. And B, that is official publications of central and state governments. So here in their publications you will get some documents or ideas or informations which is related to central government and state government. If people want to know what is happening in the government, so they will publish all the informations in those books. So you can make use of it for your survey. Then the third one, that is journals, newspapers and periodicals. So if you want to collect informations from magazines or journals or newspapers or some articles, that is also easily available. Okay, next D, that is websites of various organizations. So if you want to collect some information about your college, how you will collect? You can collect it from the college website. Or if you want any organization's information, you can directly go to their website and you can also use it for your studies. Okay, so these are the published sources which come under secondary data. Now we will see what are unpublished sources. Unpublished source means which is not published anywhere, okay, which is not shown to the public. So here you can see the records maintained at government officers, municipal officers, etc. So those informations, especially records maintained by government officers and the municipal officers, like the informations like how much deaths have happened and what is the birth rate and how many accidents have happened in a month, and about rainfall records and many more things you will get here. So all these data are not published anywhere, okay. So it comes under unpublished sources. And B, that is records maintained by research institutions, research scholars, etc. So if you want some informations relating to any research done or relating to death rates or birth rates, you can go to the government offices and you can get it. We will not get it from any publications, okay. So it is called as unpublished source. So all these are the secondary data. Okay, hope you have understood these 2 points. So here you can see some pictures. You can see some examples of secondary data, that is books and library, from where we can get some information. So these are the secondary sources. And the internet, newspapers, news reports, journals, census, and surveys carried out for other investigations. All these records will be maintained either in internet or in some books or in journals. So you can make use of it. So these are called the secondary data or the second hand data, because you are using it for the second time. Okay. So under collection of data, we have seen primary data and secondary data. So under primary data, you have 5 methods, that is direct personal observation method, indirect oral interview, information through agencies, mailed questionnaires, and schedules sent through enumerators. And under secondary data, you have 2 sources, that is published source and unpublished sources. Okay. Thank you for watching.